Okay. But if you say how do you perceive also, how do you see feminism? Because right now you are in Living Archive,
Right.
feministic art
Right.
and all that things. Do you have any reflection about that? What is what it should be, or what do you see as a feminism, and how do you see some feminism in art production? As what? As all this also what is here in Living
Right.
Archive?
Right. I mean, I see it just in the same. I have like my reflections about feminism are the same that I have about activism in general. You know, so I have. I think I can look at it historically. You know, I can look at the function it had historically at certain moments in time, and the and the importance it had, what like things it achieved. You know, what it meant in the 70s, what it means now.
You're taking also one position, like making new spaces, creating new spaces, which predominantly be put in some box, like you said. Like you said, it's like cooking to be women, and on which one part you're collectivized that doing through collectivity work, collective work.
Yeah, we always work with people. We always work in public space. We work with people. We, it's. I mean, we always do it. Like everything we do in public space, and with people we work within the context of neighborhoods. Long term, we have a center we started in Barcelona, and we're just there with the door open, and we're trying to generate these things on the small scale. And when we go somewhere else, we're usually working. We go to a neighborhood that we find interesting, a neighborhood that's being transformed, and we just sit there and say, if we're doing embroidery, we embroider, and start talking to people and observing. We create the social space. So it's because we see that these practices like embroidery, crochet, sewing, these practices that have this sort of monotonous, meditative part to them, it creates a space of conversation. It creates a space where people talk. So because we're interested in talking to people, and we're interested in talking to people that are not necessarily the most active political agents, say, in that neighborhood. Say if we would be organizing something more more political in a traditional sense, then certain people would come. And we're definitely interested in these people too. But when we sit and embroider and drink tea, it's a different people that would come.
What do you think about feminist archives, all things that are going on right now here, and your work inside of it? What do you think about that?
I see it. It's like an interesting contradiction, because an archive is usually something that's dead, and this is a living archive. So it's something that's sort of it's like the same kind of contradiction that we're working
with. With that, what you told about the space here.
Right. Yeah, I think. Say when we're doing this fermentation project. When fermentation is exactly that. It's something that's ancient, but it's a continuing. It has to be alive to continue. You know, so it's similar. It's in that sense. We're interested in that. Both Bachida and Moshe and myself, of this idea of something that's that continues through time, but because it's alive, not because it's not like the way traditionally an archive is perceived, like something where you have to sort of kill things to like flatten them and have them sort of under control. So it's interesting, something that continues through time, accumulates knowledge and practices, but it has to be alive. It has to be changing all the time to do that. So the concept I like. Again, a lot of things I don't understand because they're in Slovenian, but I mean, like they're definitely generating a lot of curiosity.
Super. Thank you very much.
Thank you.